Well, what can I say? I'm in a different hotel now. Hang on. I'm in a different hotel now, and I am in a place called Highcliffe, which is just beautiful. It's got high cliffs over the beach. I used to live in Cromer in North Norfolk, and if I took a picture of the cliffside and the beach of Cromer, beautiful little Cromer, and if I took a picture of the cliffside and the beach of Highcliffe, where I am now, beautiful little Highcliffe, you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference. Like the gorse bushes and the footpath and the beach are so similar, but the difference is that cold black sea waits for me, me. Cold black sea waits forever. That North Sea, it's different staring out at the North Sea than staring out at the English Channel. They're a completely different vibe. And do you know what? It's just a big body of water. You'd think aesthetically it's the same thing. If you're painting it, same thing. No. Looking out at the North Sea, very different experience to looking out at the English Channel. That's all I can say. Try it for yourself. But the places look amazingly similar. Like if you know, this place doesn't have a pier and all that, but my lord, this is a beautiful, beautiful place. Yeah, I've been here. That'll be Richard, like ranting on about politics, I expect. Like, I'm not biting the bait, Richard. Stop it. You know, I'm recording music here. You know, it's like basically right. When it comes to politics, like I kind of, you know, you're not unintelligent. Whoever you are watching, right? You're not unintelligent, okay? And you have the right to believe whatever you like politically. You're right. You have that right. And I trust you, right? And your opinion might be different to mine, okay? But like, I wouldn't say, would you say unintelligent describes me? I don't think so. Like, I have the freedom to believe what I like politically, so what fucking concern is it of yours, you know? Surely you trust me to have an opinion of my own founded on principles, and that's the end of it, right? Like, does it matter, any of the specifics? It's like, it doesn't matter to me, my friend. It doesn't matter to me at all, because I trust your intelligence, and you have that freedom, and thereby, you know, that's the only thing I'm passionate about, is that freedom to believe what you like. The rest of it just amuses me. Like, I'm not like passionate about it. I distrust passion in politics. I actually, you know, I stick up for people that don't vote. It's like, oh, you must vote, you must vote. No, not if you, do you know what? No, not if you don't believe in the guys. Why should you? Political passion starts getting flag wavy, and you know, soon it's got a red background and a white circle and a swastika on it. That's political passion. That's what it turns into sometimes. So, you know, perhaps political apathy is something to be saluted. It's good when people don't have hot blood in politics, you know. So fine, you know. But yeah, let people believe what they want to believe, and let me believe what I want to believe, and you know, it's like, it's not important. Like, it really isn't. Like, it all ends up the same, you know it. You know what is important? Boo! I've been recording, and I haven't got an amp with me, so I can't show you anything. I've got a super compact rig at the moment because I'm sort of going from hotel to hotel. This hotel is actually nicer than the last one, but I'm going back to the last one tomorrow. So, but I've been here a few days, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, it's been like a refreshing tonic. I had like a meeting today that was like quite productive, you know, and you know, it looks like I'm gonna get, you know, I'm gonna get like, I'm gonna get all the opportunities that like, that, you know, that I'm not gonna suffer. Let's put it that way. It's like, I couldn't be more grateful at the moment for the fact that, you know, I'm not suffering through this. You know, it's a bummer not being able to cook and not being able to wash your clothes, and you know, those basic practical things. And I miss the studio terribly, you know. But I'm still hard at work, and I'm enjoying like watching movies and you know, communicating with my friends and still meeting people up and stuff. You know, I'm not far from everything. Yeah, like so I've just recorded something, and it's like there's a bit where it's clean guitar, and like I've layered the guitar through the stereo window, so I've got like a sort of like clean dirty guitar, you know, like the sound of like a Fender amp or a like small box 50 or JTM 45, you know, like breakup sound. I've got that like occupying like this area, and then I've got like a sort of acoustic simulator sound, not the Behringer actually, but like one in the Cosm machine. I've actually got three. I could use the one on the Vox of Stomp Lab, which is down there. I could use the acoustic simulator that I demoed on the other video, which I've got here, or I can use the acoustic simulator in the Boss, and I actually use the one in the Boss, and the delay on that. So I've got like an acoustic simulator that's occupying this side, right? So you've got this, and then you've got breakup, and then like all that's, you've got like full on dirty, you know, like proper like Wall of Death, you know, thrash sort of Slayer. Oh, Testament have just released a new single, and it sounds like a Slayer fucking single from the 90s. It's the most cool fucking track. Check out the new Testament track. They've got their own YouTube channel. It was uploaded on YouTube 2 days ago. It's absolutely fucking intense as fuck. It's proper old school. But yeah, I'm like the work continues. I wish I could bloody show you something, but like I've got no, you know, nothing. I'm all in headphones. Now, got this 2 weeks into this, and I need to get like the toolkit to it, just because, you know, stuff's starting to move about, but it's starting to really resonate now. It's starting to come alive, really starting to get some proper transmission down the neck that you can feel in your body. It's really coming alive, this guitar. Like, I've got to say, I absolutely love the whole experience of breaking in a new guitar. Like, because you pick out a good one in the first place, right? It's just got that, it's a bit more alive, and then it goes from, then it just gets better. For the first couple of months, it just gets better, like in these layers, and it just comes alive, you know. And really, the better the guitar, the more like of an experience it is, you know. And I had it with the LTDs, like the blue one especially. Like the black one was better than the blue one at first, but the blue one sort of overtook it as they both came alive. The blue one just sort of seemed to keep going, and this one as well, you know, it's like it had a nice resonance to it, but it's just coming more and more alive. You know, it's a wonderful feeling. And there's something about a guitar that you've broken in, you know, it's like there's something personal about it. The guitar being such a sort of physical extension of yourself, you know, there's something about it when all the wear is your wear, and it's sort of like it's keyed into your tones and sounds, like it resonates, you know, your resonance that's put into it. There's definitely a bond there, and it's been I think 2016 was the last time I bought a new guitar, and that was like the 2 LTDs, and then before that it would have been like, you know, back in like 2002 or something like that. So, you know, this is cool, and do you know what? It could well be, like things moving quickly along as they are, it could well be that the next video is with another new guitar. We'll see. And it's possible that it could be the most like a disturbing guitar, like one that you would never expect me to get. I mean, I guess me going and buying a brand new Squire is a bit like sort of out of character, but you know, chances are I'm going to come back with another Squire. I'm going to be honest. Chances are. I'm also looking at Gretsch, okay, and I'm also looking at something else, and something else. It's new. It's it's a new guitar, brand new, and it's not second hand, right? They've got 3 of them in stock right now in Absolute Music in Bournemouth, and they're 300 quid, and that's all I'm going to say. 299 quid. That's all I'm going to say. And like if it's a guitar that I absolutely adore. I haven't got in the collection. It's on the hit list, and I spotted one and I picked it up and just had a look, like, and I didn't go too deep because it was out of budget last time, and it really looks the business. So I'm going to try that out. But to be honest, the chances are very high that I'm going to come back with a Squire, with some kind of Squire with that fulcrum trem. I really keep thinking back to the Strat. When I went to get this, there was a Strat, and it was the same colour as this, burgundy mist, and it had a black plate and 2 humbuckers and 2 knobs and a big headstock, and the back of the neck wasn't as nicely finished as this one, you know, but it's natural satin. But it really sang. It like really, I loved that guitar, but I preferred this one. But I loved that guitar, and it was just, you know, it didn't make as much sense as this one. You know, I'm not in the market for a 2 humbucker Strat, but I really liked it and I loved the trem. So I'm definitely going to look at that again, I think, because it was a good price, and it was a good guitar. But you know, I definitely want to get something with that. I definitely basically really want to get that 2 fulcrum trem. It's a different kind of, I mean, there's more of a studio reason for that than there is. This is not a guitar with the studio in mind at all. This was retail therapy. You know, this has got no point or purpose at all. And to be honest, good. I wanted something because I wanted it. I wanted to get a guitar just because I wanted it. And I've always wanted a Tele Deluxe, you know, and I really like this colour, and I heard so many good things about it. This is covered in so many thoughtful touches. You know, for a 200 quid guitar, this really is a great fucking guitar. Like, you know, I don't at all feel like it's a dumb choice buying new from a shop. Like, it still feels like a sensible choice. Like, you know, yeah, I could have shopped around and I could have like got secondhand and blah blah blah, but I wanted the new guitar experience, and you know, it's like, this is a damn good guitar for 200 quid. It really feels great. Like, I feel like I bought a Fender. Like, you know, I really do. I feel like, okay, I'm at the bottom of the Fender tree, but I feel like I bought a Fender. Like, I don't feel like, you know, and I think that's helped by the way they write Telecaster on it. And it's the you know, do you know what I mean? It feels real. I know that sounds daft, but it feels real. I don't, you know, do you know? And like, I feel like this is a guitar for life that I'm going to dig into. I mean, it's a bit of wood, you know, that's like, you know, however old it is, it's an amazing fucking plant. This is dense timber. It passes the fingernail test. I'm delighted to tell you that, because that's life and death, right, with these things. But you know, it's like, you know, so many touches. I feel like this is a real guitar. Do you know what? I don't want to change a thing on it. Like, I'm recording with it right now, and it has little nuances that I really like. I actually really like the pickups. They're really good, clean. And you know, like, this would be a great jazz guitar, actually. And dirty. It's got a lot of character. You know, it's got a lot of classic rock character. I am really, really pleased with it. As far as the studio, it sort of sits between the sort of like HSS Strats, you know. I've not got the Conrad with me now. Like, I've just trimmed down the rig, so it's easy to get in and out of hotels flipping about. It's a lot tamer than the Stag Nitro Telly, you know, the one with the big Invader-esque pickups, the checkerboard orange Telly. It's a lot sort of like more classic rock than that, but it's sort of like, and it's not really like the Flying V or the Les Paul either. It's got a classic sort of tone of its own. It is like the HSS Strats, but there isn't the springs in the back, so it's got like a, it's somewhere in between those. It's somewhere in between like the Yamaha and the Nitro and the Strats, and it's an interesting one, you know. And there's like, you know, and having the Les Paul controls is interesting. You know, I love having volume and tone on both pickups. I mean, it's a great setup. And you know what? Another thing I'm going to look at, you know, I'm going to look at other, you know, I kind of feel like Telecaster with 2 humbuckers might be my favourite, like, my favourite configuration. Like, it's something that interests me the most. So I've noticed now I'm starting to realise that in the last few years, when I go in guitar shops, I instantly look at the Gibsons, right? It's just programmed into me, right? Then I look at the Fenders. It's just programmed in. Then I look at whatever ESP and LTDs. And And the thing that catches my eye all the time is humbuckers with 2 tellies, right back to when that was a really unusual thing, and Jeff Beck's guitar, and the LTD, the TE200 that I played, that was like a super telly that I loved, and then getting into Gajira and Josh Duplantiers' guitar, which I really liked, and then looking at that, and then literally like getting so into that guitar, I knew every detail of it. And that same month, that Stag Nitro appearing in the window, so I literally bought a Telecaster that had the proper, like, you know, Tune-o-matic and Stocktail Gibson-esque bridge with the 2 humbuckers, but it was a Telecaster, binding on the neck as well. So that's an odd one, that's Stag Nitro. But I could easily go down the 2 humbucker Telecaster rabbit hole, you know. Like another guitar that I'm going to look at is the Squier Contemporary FSR something. It's another 2 humbucker Telecaster, but this time it's got like traditional telecontrols. It's more of a Jeff Beck guitar, but it looks hot. Like it looks, I think it might be active and all that, and you know, it's like it's all black and the headstock's black, and it's pretty still. But I'm going to have to look at that because yeah, you know, I'd like to ideally get something for that has the studio in mind as well. But you know what? I'm kind of putting that to the side for the minute. It's more important to me like this to just get stuff that I kind of want, that I kind of want, because it's like, you know, this is a time in life, right? You know, I'm between homes, and you know, a recent like relationship breakup and all that. You know, these are the times that can be like a horrible, horrible crisis. And I'm doing my absolute best to keep in an amiable mood, to keep like motivated, to sort of like, you know, like keep in a buoyant mood, right? And having a creative life. As someone said in a comment on another video, like that I've got a leg up because I've got like an interest in creative life, and it's fucking true. You know, this is a suit of armor, and any of the disappointment and angst and all that, and you know, the negative emotion that you feel, it gets channeled through this, you know. And it's a very great privilege to be a songwriter, I have to say. It's a very great privilege. It's like I have a lot to work on. I have like the music to work on, the philosophical point of the songs to work on. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I singing to you? Why am I singing words, and what words am I going to sing? What purpose and what point? Aside from just being a bird on a twig, tweeting, because that's what I do when the sun comes out or the moon is above me. You know, like it's a human thing, a natural, not even a human thing, a natural thing, a life compunction to sort of, to log, you know, it's like a human thing, and not even like an animal thing. Like even an atom must vibrate, you know. So it's like it's a life thing, it's an existence thing. But what also, you know, so you can see I can get into the philosophical rabbit hole of like, what is the purpose of this music thing? And then there's, you know, writing the lyrics and the concept and the title, and there's so much. And I found an economic and cheap way to get good drums on there. I've been using like open source real drummers, real session drummers. And so you just say look for like 50 BPM rock beat in 4/4. And you've got like a bunch of session drummers, and they've laid out 10 or 20 or 30 minutes of a beat, and you can just fucking use it. You don't have to fucking pay for it or anything. It's like, these people are wonderful. But like what they've done is give me the best temp track that I could use as a final track if push comes to shove, but I'd much rather use it for my genius drummer Richard to fucking to sort of use as a taking off point. It's like, there's your taking off point. Now do whatever you like. You know, I've put the drums on it that I want. Now it's up to Richard to replace them. But he knows what I want because they're there, right? But he can do completely his own thing. So by doing that, like he's given like a mission, exactly what to do, but he can do it. So he's got the freedom creatively as a musician himself to do what he likes. And I've worked kind of hard to have like a space there for another musician, and I'm open to doing it with a bass. I'm a bass player, well, I'm a drummer as well, but not a very good one, and I haven't had a drum kit for like over a decade, so my skills are out the window. I have to get, this is something, because I'm going to get a new place, so I'll be getting a drum kit, and I'm going to get my skills back, fucking promise you, right? It's going to be all on video, right? Long live the Queen. And all I can say is, like, I'm confident in my bass skills to put my own bass lines on, but I'm open to another bass player. Now, it was just going to be another bass player live, and my friend Tony, she was going to do it. Like, I think she's an exceptionally talented bass. She's actually a songwriter on the bass. Like, she's on YouTube. And, yeah, Tony Toomey, wonderful fucking bass player. So I was going to have, like, she's got stage presence as well, right? Trust me. And so, like, yeah, that was going to be a thing. But I was still going to do the recording of it. But I'd be open to having, like, Tony or, you know, a different bass player or something, like, come and work on it. Certainly, like, there's a couple of tracks there where I'm going to do Beating Down again, which was a track from the Join, and I'll definitely get old Keith Sutton back in his old correct saddle on the flanks with the heavy artillery. Get the old Sutton monster back on the fucking 15-inch driver there. And yeah. So, well, that's it. I wish I could play a bit of guitar, really, but to be honest, I'm going to get back into my headphones. And oh man, I really wish you could hear this track. I'm really actually pleased with it. Like, the layering of the guitar, the stereo window. I'm going to set it up so that you will be listening to it. So, like, we'll get there. But in the meantime, I'm going to be in a different hotel tomorrow. And I might leave it a few days to see if this thing happens, and if it does, then there'll probably be a new video up with something new to look at. Alright, very much bless you, love you to bits, and speak to you soon.